Kelce, as Veach actually mentioned in your interview, Tom, was dealing with some illness during Super Bowl week. Maybe that contributed.
You know, I have a beautiful life. I have loved ones.
Boy, oh boy, Travis Kelce is not happy about Taylor's friends stepping in and advising her to split from him. Despite recent engagement and pregnancy rumors, he's taking a stand, and I'm all here for it. First things first, you all ready? No, Travis isn't retiring just yet. But hold your horses, because there's a huge catch. According to the latest buzz, Travis is coming back with a very clear condition. Before we dive into the details, I'd totally appreciate it if you could. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps tremendously. So, here's the deal. Travis will play only one more season, and then it's game over. Yep, you heard that right. The man, the myth, the legend isn't extending his career beyond the 2025 season, and that's final. But why the sudden change? Of heart? Well, after that tough Super Bowl loss to the Eagles, Kelce is feeling unfinished. He's made it clear that he needs redemption, and honestly, who can blame him? He knows he didn't give his absolute best during that high-stakes game in New Orleans, and there's no way he's letting that Super Bowl slip go without a fight. Before the big game, Kelce was all about the "I could play for another 3 years" vibe. But let's be real, that was probably just wishful thinking or maybe a bit of PR fluff.
Are we playing next year? As I'm coming back for sure. Going to try and get to the best shape I've been this offseason.
So he's probably coming back.
I think you could probably.
Yeah,
I think you could say. I think you could say Travis Kelce's coming back to play football. How everything has gone and what his career has been. Remember, the Chiefs weren't always good when he was on that team. He had to persevere. He had to continue. That's a situation that doesn't happen to many players in the history of the game. And obviously, he has represented our sport fantastically. Positive all the time. There's going to be reasons for people to find to hate Travis Kelce. There's going to be reasons for people to find to hate. What you can't deny is the greatness of Travis Kelce. You can't deny that he is one of one. You can't deny already great, already rich, already has a resume, already in the Hall of Fame, and it's like he's a guy that loves ball.
With a fresh new perspective, Travis is sticking to a strict one-season game plan. But don't get too comfy. Kelce signed a 2-year, $34 million deal before the 2024 season. The timing is no coincidence. His contract ends in 2025, and that's when he plans to say his final goodbyes to the game. Now let's talk money, because this guy is rolling in it. Kelce is set to pocket a whopping $11.5 million roster bonus by March 15th, just to keep him around for that final season. If you're wondering how much this man's net worth is, let's just say it's more than a pretty penny. Though, if we're being honest, it does look like peanuts compared to his billionaire girlfriend. But that's a topic for another day. One thing's for sure, he's got star power on and off the field. But the real question is, how will he go out? Will he wrap it all up with a Super Bowl win? Or is that just a pipe dream? Now, while Travis is out here planning his final NFL chapter, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Turns out, the once smooth-sailing romance between the pop princess and the football star has hit a bump in the road after the Super Bowl disaster. Cue the embarrassing boos. Things have gotten a little tricky for both of them. Imagine being Taylor, sitting there, just trying to support your boyfriend, only to get hit with brutal backlash from the stands. The optics were terrible, and now the whispers are getting louder. Sources close to Taylor are urging her to cool things down with Kelce, for the sake of her image. And let's be real, Taylor's brand is everything to her. If that brand gets tarnished in any way, especially because of a relationship with a football player, that's a big problem. But it's not just about image. There's also the question of Travis's focus. Ever since that Super Bowl loss, he just hasn't seemed like the same player. And fans? Well, they're starting to notice. Things are starting to look a little suspicious, and it's quickly turning into a public relations nightmare. So, while the rumors of engagement and wedding bells have been making the rounds, the reality behind closed doors is far more complicated. And speaking of complicated, let's talk about Taylor's social media silence for a second. Her fans are losing it over the fact that she hasn't posted on Instagram in a whopping 11 weeks. Where is she? This is unheard of for Swifties, who are used to her cryptic posts, project updates, or just a casual peek into her life. But now? Nothing. It's like she vanished off the face of the earth after wrapping up her Eras tour in December. No cute pics, no behind-the-scenes glimpses, just radio silence. And let me tell you, the internet has exploded with theories. A fan account even pointed out that this is her longest Instagram hiatus since 2017. And while some are questioning whether that's 100% accurate, it doesn't change the fact that the Swiftie world is on high alert. The biggest theory? Taylor's silence means she's gearing up to drop Reputation, Taylor's version. Oh, and let's not forget that the Reputation era has been on everyone's minds ever since she announced her plans to re-record her albums. Could this be the announcement we've all been waiting for? The comments on X are buzzing with fans predicting the return of Reputation, and at this point, it's reached a full-on fever pitch. As much as Taylor has been laying low, we all know she's got something big up her sleeve. So, while she's been off on a little getaway with Travis, yeah, they just got back from a vacation after the NFL season, you can bet her fans are on edge waiting for the bombshell news to drop. She never lets us down. But when will it happen? While Taylor has been quiet on social media, let's not ignore the tension that's reportedly building between her and Travis. After nearly 2 years of their picture-perfect romance, things aren't looking as rosy as they once were. That whole Super Bowl disaster? Yeah, it hit Taylor hard. Insiders say she felt villainized, like she was being blamed for something that wasn't even her fault. Meanwhile, poor Travis, watching all this go down from the field, was reportedly feeling completely helpless. But this isn't just a minor issue. Word is, Taylor's team is genuinely concerned about her public image, especially regarding her relationship with Travis. After all, Swifties are fiercely protective of her, and any kind of negative attention could seriously affect her brand. According to sources, both Taylor and Travis have been advised to lay low for a while, to keep things private as they work through this rough patch.
Jason, the only way you can find yourself in the light is to find yourself in the dark first.
Do you listen to sad music when you're depressed, or do you listen to happy music?
I listen to music I just listen to Taylor's music. She has something for everything.
That's fair. That's a good point.
And how the Eagles broke my heart.
Yeah, no matter how bad I'm feeling, there's a country guy that's singing about it. No matter what mood, you can find some Taylor music.
Yeah.
Honestly, it feels like a scene straight out of a real-life soap opera. But here's where things get really interesting. On the latest episode of The Pat McAfee Show, former NFL player and sports commentator Pat McAfee didn't hold back when discussing the drama surrounding Travis Kelce and his skyrocketing fame, all thanks to his relationship with Taylor Swift. And because Pat is the larger-than-life personality that he is, he didn't just talk football, he had to throw in a little Taylor Swift lyric to make his point. Quoting a line from Taylor's song Hours from the Speak Now album, he said, "Sometimes if you're just on the top of the mountain, people are going to throw rocks at things that shine." Pat made it very clear. When you're in the public eye, expect hate to follow. And let's be real. We all know that Travis's rise to even greater fame because of his romance with Taylor Swift is both a blessing and a curse. The media is eating it up, and the NFL has fully embraced Taylor's appearances, making sure the cameras never miss a single moment. But while some new Chiefs fans are hopping on the bandwagon because of Taylor, there's also a growing number of NFL purists who are not thrilled about her dominating the headlines. It's a love-hate dynamic, and Pat was quick to point that out. He wasn't wrong when he said, "People will always throw rocks at things that shine." And Taylor? Well, she knows that better than anyone. Her fame comes at a hefty price, and now, it's spilling over into her relationship with Travis. Let's not forget, Taylor's fame doesn't come without controversy. She's outspoken on a variety of issues, and that makes her a target for people who don't share her views. That's just the reality of being one of the biggest stars in the world. So now, On top of navigating her relationship with Travis, she's also dealing with the public's judgment, not just about their romance, but also about her politics, her persona, and everything in between. And let's be real, that's not easy for anyone to handle. Unfortunately, Travis is getting dragged into it all. The criticism aimed at Taylor inevitably spills over to him, and whether he likes it or not, it's something he's going to have to get used to as long as he's by her side. But here's the thing. Despite all the rocks being thrown at them, they're still shining. Will their relationship weather the storm? That's something only time will tell. But one thing is certain, they've got the world watching, and things are only getting more intense. So buckle up. This story is far from over. See you in the next one.